Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here with another Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play video. Let's go ahead and kick things off once again. It has been a little while since I've recorded, so I'm excited to get back into it here. We're going to continue the main story quest now. We had a bit of a hiatus there with the Dragoon quest, so we're all dragooned up. And we're going to go ahead and speak to Illud for He Who Waited Behind. What a curious twist of fate that Master Cid Garlon would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, wee guy. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity. Much like the Great Gubu Wall of Ulda, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Coerthas. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Coerthas. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped that you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray, look after yourself and Cid, wee guy. Okay, so we have to go to Falgord Float, which we have been to a few times, so we'll come on over here. And it's funny because the main story, or the Dragoon quest, has been sort of forcing us in this direction. And now finally the main story is catching up, so that's good. Okay. Is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise. You speak of Master Garlon's ship, yes? Aye, I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthas. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifart at Florentil's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garlon's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Well, that's for us to know and you to think about there, sir. Alright. Jump on our chocobo and we'll head over this way. And there's Florentil's Spire. I was going to start off a conversation about something, but I realized that we don't really have that much time, so I'll save that for a little bit longer. Here is Vortifart. Or Fart. I don't know. You have come in search of Vortifart. Well, then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the Great Snows came to Coerthas. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Cold reception. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy on the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the Calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthas. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them you would need to deal with the Ishgardians, who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High Houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else, when Dalamud descended. They took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt that they would accept aid freely offered. And here we go again. So once again, we need to prove ourselves to a new area this time. And these guys are basically like a whole new nation. Like they could have their own grand company, and that kind of thing, but they don't. And to our understanding, it's mostly just because they only concern themselves with them. They're not part of the alliance that Ulda, Limsa, and Gridania are. So yeah. So you guys have seen this area in recording for the Dragoon quest, but If you're not a Dragoon, and if your class quest doesn't take you this way, then this would probably be your first time adventuring here. And it's not bad. I like it because it's a change of pace, you know, the snowy areas. The thing about, like, Limsa and Ul'dah and Gridania is, while they do have differences, they do still some, you know, one thing I could say is they do feel very samey. You know, Ul'dah will have some, like, browner textures, and Limsa has a little bit of a nicer weather thing going on, but yeah. This place is completely different. Ludovois. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Dorender? And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd. As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the Observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. The Unending War. Halone have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Dorender, as is mine. Alright, let's go ahead and look for him then. Where is he? Oh, he's not too far. Okay. I have a feeling we gotta go up here. It's just what it appeared to be on the map. Keeled overnight. Hello. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out the best way to handle this rotation. It's been a long time since I've played the Dragoon, so the rotation is a little bit off. There we go. Or it's not that the rotation is off, it's just that my practice with it is off. We're aiding the keeled over knight. If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. The heretics, huh? We called them dragon worshippers or dragon lovers or whatever. Hello, Fate. Goodbye, Fate. I saved him. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. Alright. This is the observatorium up here, this big tower. Hello, Edmel. It's a nice hat you got there. Ah, the gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovois be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Jarvanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamont up above. Okay. Up we go. And higher still. Hello. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Southron nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, did I not realize... I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gilliam. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, with little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durandair in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Was that like a hint? Focusing on a single landmark? Or was that just general advice that doesn't even matter at all? Because what he said is not true. It's not like all of a sudden there will be a blizzard and we will not see where we are supposed to be. Men of honor. You there, sir. I cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Alright, well, once again, looking for their wayward knights. We're just going to take the long way down, or the short way down, I mean. Yeah, it hurts a bit, but we'll live. And we'll head over this way. Men of Honor. So once again, in a new province, trying to prove ourselves like we've been doing the entire time. Also, we can find an airship. Which was last seen 5 years ago, mind you. Oh, let's grab this guy. Part of a hunting log. There we go. Here's the established astrologian. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to it. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandair cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Really? An unbeliever. What am I not believing of? Well, we'll head back over. That's funny. The next Dragoon quest is called Double Dragoon. The references are real in this game. They try to reference, like, there are so many references that obviously they reference things that I don't even know about. But every once in a while, you'll get one that, you know, it's almost like they did it just for you, the reference. Whoa, what the? Okay. Someone jumped off the observatorium. Alright, here we go. I found him. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okay. So if I understand right, then by helping this one house, he can basically put in a good word to all the other houses. And then maybe some of the other houses are not dickheads and will give us information. We don't necessarily need to peruse the records, we just need to be told where to look. Hello, Portelaine. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First, you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear that you've rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? I guess so. Do I have an option to argue that point? No? 3 for 3. Now, I understand that you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenart. Halenart. Yeah, I guess Halenart? I don't know. Further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Alright, where is this place? Over here, okay. Once again, not too far away. Hello, Fate. Goodbye, Fate. Let me guess. An ambush awaits. Bring it. Excuse me? Oh, that person helped us. Probably doing the exact same quest. I didn't really pay attention. Hooded assaulters. Okay. So we have no idea who they were. But that was easy enough. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? I do, sir. Here it is. God's bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is a duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Alright. Let's squeeze out one more quest here. The Rose and the Unicorn. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he'll know you for a friend. Now go. Alright. So it's possible that, you know, the Lord of House Helenart is not a heretic, but a bunch of his underlings are. Okay, what the... No, I don't want to join a fate. Do I have to go... Oh, it's just right there. Okay. Well, we're in the garden now. Let's grab this Chocobo Keep just to get the quest off of my mini-map. So these guys just have their house out here, I guess. Francel, you there? Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? I see Sir Carolot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt... Sigh. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harshaphant of the House Four Tomps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Alright. We're starting to make headway here. Delivered a letter to Harshaphant. or Horshfont. And yeah, I had a feeling this is going to be up in this area up here at Camp Dragonhead where the crystal is. I could teleport, but to round out this episode, we'll go ahead and run on over there. I just wanted to touch briefly on the fact that I do understand that my videos have not been being uploaded as often as of late. And honestly, the main reason is just because Jane and I have just had some extra time off. And we're just spending that time playing games together instead of me shutting myself in the room and recording like I used to do before. I find that if I take the pressure off myself, then I become much more receptive to making videos as opposed to having the whole thing feel like a job with a heavy deadline and all of a sudden it gets stressful when this is something that I do because I love to do it. So as long as I can keep it from being like a job and keep it fun and you know, basically just upload whenever I can as opposed to forcing my schedule to work around it, then I'm going to have a much better time. So I definitely have been taking that approach. I hope you guys are okay with that. That said, I am recording 2 videos today, so you will see this one as well as another one during the same day. Let's talk to Horshfont. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray, tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to this event, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carteneau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortin. Okay, so that, my friends, is where we are going to end this episode. We will continue with Horshfont later. For now, thank you very much for watching. As always, I appreciate the views, I appreciate your support. Please leave comments in the description down below, and I will respond to them as soon as I can. That being said, I hope you enjoy, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.